and that's how we continue to press on no matter what we're going through.
We love to see it. Now, Ant, you took home MVP honors, 9.6 points per game, 2.6 assists per game in games to 21. It all starts with the point guard, so Ant, I'll start with you. How do you control the tempo in these 3v3 games, and what's the strategy going into these games?
Taking advantage of, some other teams' weaknesses. So, teams really do play tense on stage and big games in general. So we like to kind of attack the players who, kind of play nervous and aren't as confident in themselves to really make big plays, shoot tough shots, gamble on defense. So we want to make those players, make a play. We want to force them to get out of their comfort zone. So as the point guard, I do a lot of pregame prep, like prepare Jerron and Connor, what the other team's going to do offensively and defensively. I take a lot of pride in that. And for us, we make sure that, we're going to be the most prepared team at all times, and that starts with me.
And for you, Jerron and Connor, how is it playing off of Ant as your point guard? What is the strategy to you guys when he has the ball in his hands?
I would say Ant is a very smart player, not even just as a point guard. He's a smart 2K player in general. So when he just broke down, like he said, he break down to make sure that we have as much as film and on the other team's defense and offense. We make sure, we take in, we listen to it, we see it for ourselves, and we watch it over as a team. When we go into a game, I feel like my point guard Ant is the best player in the world. So go into the game knowing I got the best player in the world, I got to do my part, play defense, hit open shots. So having Connor, who's going to make impact plays on both sides of the ball, being the best power forward, it makes it really easy to make sure I do my part.
He always has an answer for someone's adjustment for us. So it's really hard to scout us, because how smart he is. We have so many sets and different type of plays for just whenever and wherever on the court, no matter what time. So it's just hard to prepare for us because
Richard on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. The Hornets shooting their first free throws in this game.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
Here's buckets. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Paul with a wide open look. Hornets now working with the new shot clock. Washington, that's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's buckets. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And good that time.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
You can see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
When they say don't give your opponent confidence, this is what they mean. They were allowed to hang around, and by the end, they were the team that believed in themselves.
Can't connect from 14 feet out.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Lets it go with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. 7. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rozier looking around. Williams kicks to Rozier. And the Hornets miss again.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who's just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
Here's buckets. He's got 7.
Ideal way to start the game. come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Ball to pass to Williams. Ball with it. Green with the out of bounds.
This is the high-impact team we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And the numbers of Terry Rozier, as you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Hornets trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rozier kicks the ball. Again, ball missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's buckets. Rozier defending. Here's buckets. That one is good. He's only missed one shot. He's on the floor.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
They get it again. Shot's good by Williams.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Count that one. Bucket's got 15.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Curry, good.
Their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
It's stolen by Curry. And that one's right. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors. And here's Rozier, who brings it up for Charlotte. A 12-point game. From deep. It's not going to go for him. And Golden State will come the other way. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And so here's Charlotte, following the score by Golden State. Shot clock at 5. There's Ball with the 3. Buckets with the rebound.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. One thing that's become clear about this Hornets team is they've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Ball finds Rozier. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Hayward, wide open, steps back and drains the jump shot.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Curry outside. The Hornets pull it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Master Rozier takes the 3. Unable to get that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Curry passes to Buckets. Back to Curry. Fires for three. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now the pass to Rozier. From the arc. Curry with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Buckets. He's guarded by Williams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Curry. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The three-pointer is right on target.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Well, we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Now, here is Martin. Pass to Richards. Will it go? It's rebounded by Golden State. Buckets got 6 rebounds now in the game. Iguodala against Washington. Here's Buckets. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Buckets got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Smith kicks to Oubre. Pass to Washington. Poked away. And Charlotte will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their score.
The kick out to Poole. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Down low, here's Smith. Buckets with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Iguodala. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Charlotte calls timeout. The score is here. Buckets getting it done today.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
You on the other side. You on the other side.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Iguodala with the steal.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Passes it to Buckets. DiVincenzo kicks to Iguodala. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here's Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Poole with the steal. Releases. And it's Golden State with another.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Green kicks to Poole. The pass to Iguodala. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Poole no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And it's Smith, top of the key. Here's Oubre. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Willing to work the ball to his open teammate. Smith Jr., this is what leaders do best.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Over to the left wing. Here's Buckets. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Buckets got 24 points.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Pass to Martin. Here's Richards. Guarded by Green. He makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Poke loose. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Iguodala kicks to DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
I love how hard Smith goes to the rim. He's remarkable at driving to the rack and taking the contact.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Golden State. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Andre Iguodala. Poole with it. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable over Smith. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. "20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oubre with it. Looney on him. And again, the Hornets missing.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Right there on the floor, it's Curry and Thompson. Kuminga out there with Draymond Green, and it's Buckets in at the 3-set. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Golden State moving it around. Kuminga, no good. The Hornets shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. You know, Richard, had to be extra special for Steph Curry to set the three-point record in New York.
Yeah, doing it in the Mecca sold-out arena. The previous two record holders there, December 15th, 2021, a great day in the career of Steph Curry, the history of the NBA.
Green outside for Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good.
Oh, good to see Hayward running the floor. He's battled back from that devastating injury and really looking like his old self.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Rozier for three. Buckets with the rebound. Buckets got 8 rebounds in this game.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And here's Hayward following the three from Buckets. And here's Martin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Buckets, covered by Martin. Buckets passes to Curry. Martin with the block. Outside ball. Passes it to Hayward. From deep three-point range. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Driving the lane, and it's Buckets with the foul. The pass to Smith. Oubre on the wing. Trying to get something going. Buckets with the rebound. Buckets got 9 rebounds now tonight. Got a piece of it. Washington with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Washington kicks to Oubre. Shoots it. That one's not going to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And it's Washington missing. And here are the Warriors now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Buckets passes to Looney. That's tipped. Now Oubre. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Portland. Washington kicks to Oubre. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Basket good. Oubre's got 6.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And the Warriors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That's a 2 from Rozier. The Warriors pull it in. Buckets got 11 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Cool, no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Buckets in that last game against Memphis was dominant. He ended up with 62 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going. Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight, because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Oubre outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Oubre's got 7 points here in this quarter.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Loves to shoot it with such precision.
And I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt. He's all about getting the win over everything else.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Williams is out there with Washington. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Now here's Williams. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Washington, that's for 2. The Hornets rebound. Williams dishes to Hayward. Pass to Washington. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Washington's got his second basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Buckets. Rozier defending. And the shot goes in.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Ball kicks to Hayward. Over to the wing. Washington inside. And a missed layup.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Buckets. He's in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Hayward passes to Rozier. Back to Hayward. Outside, Ball. Williams up on top. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you in Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
Buckets. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Could make a good argument for the kick-out pass there because the D had him bottled up.
Here's Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I've been taking on more of a scoring load. Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Here is Hayward after the made shot from Buckets. Back to Rozier. And again, the Hornets missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Buckets passes to Wiggins. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Rozier against Thompson. Pass the ball. Stolen away. Here's Buckets. Uses both hands to slam it.
Well, don't take care of the ball, fellas. That's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Rozier. The Warriors making the shot. Hayward finds Rozier. It's stolen by Green. At the top of the key, Thompson. Here's Buckets. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Ball to pass to Hayward. Charlotte moving the ball around. For the 3. Connects from three-point range. Hayward's got 9 points.
And the release on Hayward's shot, just so smooth. He makes the play with urgency, but doesn't let that compromise his mechanics.
Here's Buckets, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Ball kicks to Rozier. Hayward looking over the floor. Outside Williams. Lock at 6. Hayward passes to Washington. Nice D from Buckets.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Shoots from 8. Excellent D there from Williams.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
And it's in there.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors. Martin's checked in for Rozier. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now here is Martin. The dish to Ball. Back to Martin. It's blocked. Here's Buckets. He has 45 points. Thompson misses. And it's Buckets with the foul.
God.
That will be foul number 5 on him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Curry against Ball. Finished off by Williams.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit. And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Hayward finds Williams. Buckets with the rebound. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And here's Oubre after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Martin kicks to Oubre. Can they get it? Warriors with the rebound. Buckets.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's Green missing. And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Green. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Smith is checked in. Now here's Oubre. 9 points in the game so far. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr. So with Wiggins, Green sitting on the bench. Here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Green is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Buckets. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Moody in at the 2. Now here's Oubre. And it's Rozier missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Passing to Poole. Fires it up. That one a little long.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, but Tim, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Who are you looking forward to playing? Are there any rivals out there that get you a little more amped up to play than other teams?
Yeah, I don't feel like we really have any rivalry. So I feel like every team like has a target on our back when we go play them. Like teams try to like dethrone us since we just won the 3v3 championship and the tournament. So I feel like we just had a sense where we just got to take everybody serious, like we like me and spoke on, and just prepare for everybody the same way. But we don't have no rivalry.
To be honest, like all three of us.
Well, Grant, we've seen the NBA evolve quite a bit since your playing days. How do you think you'd be used in today's game versus when you played?
Well, B.A., with the spacing in today's game and my ability to slash to the rim, I think I would still be able to get to the basket, dominate in the mid-range, but I'd be shooting way more threes, and I would see more minutes playing as a small ball power forward as well.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position.
And Wiggins' game continues to evolve. You saw that right there. Good eye movement, found the shooter.
Lillard passes to Simons. Now Reddish. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant.
Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Shots good by buckets.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
He's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Reddish sinks it from distance.
Can't back off of Reddish. He's going to let it rip.
Here's buckets. Reddish covering. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Yep, that was good.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Lillard passes to Simons. Reddish with it. Grant outside. Buckets with a rebound. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And it's good for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
For Portland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Reddish. Pass to Simons. Back to Reddish. Clock at 6.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Simons missing. The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start.
Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
Now here's Lillard, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Shot by Nurkic, no good. The Warriors leading. On the wing, Thompson throws it up high.
He makes that look so easy. Andrew Wiggins up and down on the alley-oop.
Here's Simons, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Outside Reddish. Shoots from the line. And it's Simons missing. And Brent Simons is one of those guards you love having in your rotation.
Yep, a volume three-point shooter. And the one thing about him, BA, that's standing out is the ability off the bounce to get to that shot. Very good at a young age. After a couple of injury-plagued seasons where they missed the playoffs, The Warriors have returned to their winning ways, and just how impressive is that been?
Timeout, timeout. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Timeout called. Portland. Right, and getting Klay Thompson back has been a major factor for their renewed success.
There's no doubt how vital Klay is to this team, but you got to give credit to their overall depth. I don't think Klay was fully healthy last year at any point, so he's coming in stronger. This roster still feels like strength in numbers is in effect.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Dive for it. That's the ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Lillard outside. Grant outside. Will it go?
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
Here's buckets. Nails the baby hook. He's got 12.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Portland trailing here. Simons passes to Nurkic. Now Reddish. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Drills it from deep.
And with some of the deepest range in the league, Lillard has a ton of room behind the arc.
Here's Buckets. Reddish covering. Shots good by Buckets.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Portland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Lillard finds Simons. Nurkic with the ball. Green covering. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Grant. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's a lot of hard work in the offseason for Jeremy Grant to become better at the mid-range. Finding some footing there.
Pass to Curry. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Portland's shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, Lillard seeking out his teammates, just trying to get it to the right guy. He was uncovered.
Here's buckets. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Shoots. Misses off the left iron. The Warriors have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Wiggins for 3. Golden State with a rebound. Lillard against Green. And the dunk by Lillard.
What a burst from Damian Lillard that time, just seeing that gap and getting ahead of the defense.
Here's buckets. No luck on that one. Now the Trailblazers will take it the other way. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They'll face each other 4 times this season. Let's see which team starts off strong.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
And the Warriors miss again.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Reddish with it. Wiggins defending. And he got the whistle on the way up.
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw foul.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
How about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate, and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Now here's Simons. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And Lillard gets it to go.
This time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a...
You're supposed to cut that lamp off. You're supposed to cut that lamp off. It can't be long out there because it's raining.
Difficulty.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Sharp. Got a piece of it. It's Wiggins on the wing. Portland grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
The kick out, Curry. Pass to Thompson. Lillard with the ball. Now Thompson defending. And that one's good. Sharp.
Timeout. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And the Warriors call time here. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute to play. Curry and Thompson pair up at the 1 and the 2. Green out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's buckets in at the 3 with the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Portland has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Little. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Nurkic. Simons outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And here's Curry for 3. That shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Buckets in the last game against the Jazz was all business. He ended up with 37 points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. He had his handprint all over that game. But it was some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
On the wing, Curry. Shoots over Simons. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 5 points.
If you're the D, you cannot let Curry do that to you, using that handle to get where he wants to go on the floor.
And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Pass to Grant. Fires the three. Buckets with a rebound. The Warriors leading. Out to Thompson. Here's Buckets. He's covered by Grant. Here's Buckets. The shot that time not on target. And it's Portland the other way. Reddish on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. Down low. Here's Buckets. Reddish covering. Buckets. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Simons passes to Reddish. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Little. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And there it is for him. 25 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Thompson outside.
Klay Thompson is tall for a guard, so you want to utilize any advantage you have. That time height came into play.
First one falls.
Man, 941 days away from being on the floor. That had to be so difficult for Klay Thompson. You think about his contributions last year in the finals run, and I don't think he was ever fully healthy. It's so great for the Warriors and their trio to have Klay back on the court.
Here's Buckets. He's got 25. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Outside Reddish. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Little. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And it's Simons missing. And during his return from a torn ACL and a torn Achilles, Klay was his own harshest critic.
Well, really tough to be away that long, B.A., and the emotions, the thoughts that go through your head about regaining your form, being an elite player once again. And that doesn't just come from you. You got to have a great team around you, and that goes for the physicians, the teammates, the coaching staff, and the front office to get Klay back to where he was in the finals last year.
Throws it down.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Here's Buckets. The layup off target. Right side Reddish. Shoots over Thompson. A quick shot there. It's off target. The Warriors have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. The three is up. And the Warriors with another three.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Trailblazers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Little. The shot won't fall. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They defeated Utah in their last game.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Back to Reddish. 6 to shoot. And here's Grant from the arc. Called in by Curry.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Buckets. Reddish covering. Buckets can't hit. Portland has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Outside Reddish. Pass to Simons. Fires for 3. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And the Trailblazers shooting only 39% so far in the game. Tries to break his ice. Yep, that one goes. Simons got his first basket of the night.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
Here's Buckets. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interaction, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Poole, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Man, that is impressive stuff from Poole with that body control after the contact and still getting it off.
Brent, during his first year and a half in the league, Jordan Poole really struggled.
It seems so long ago, but go back to that 2021 G League bubble time and those 22 points a game that Jordan Poole was pouring in. I think that was just such a shot of confidence into Jordan Poole's game, and since then, we've just seen a vastly improved, more confident player.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers. At the rim in this young class.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors.
All the rumors swirling about the Blazers and whether they trade Damian Lillard or not, but they decided to keep him in Portland, build around him, and try to make the most of this shining star's window.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Eubanks. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. From 8 feet away, Lillard can't get it to go. Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but how can you get full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So they've reworked the roster, and we'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on Dame time.
Lillard outside. Pass to Sharp. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, stolen by Payton. Here's Buckets. Covered by Thibault. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. A challenging stretch for Portland here. Lillard outside. Let's go with a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He knocks down the first. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Reddish in at the small forward position. And here's Nurkic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Good work there as it goes.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here's buckets. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. 37 points for him.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Lillard with the ball. Simons outside. Now here's Reddish. Back to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I like how hard Thompson's working right now on defense. He's just not giving them anything easy.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success in his offense today.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
The Trailblazers shooting 40% so far in this one. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Simons outside. Grant outside. Lets it go. Lillard outside. Fires from deep. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And you have to appreciate Lillard tonight just showing this kind of effort and not afraid again to put his team on his back.
Here's buckets. Reddish covering. Here's buckets. And the layup falls.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Outside Reddish. Pass to Simons. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time. And Golden State will come the other way.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Reddish with it. Now Lillard. He's covered by Curry. Lillard passes to Reddish. Here's buckets. Reddish covering. Pass to Wiggins. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Reddish passes to Lillard. There's Simons with a 3. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Double team on Lillard. Wiggins against Nurkic. Pass to Grant. Clock at 4. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight.
No.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Green play. Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer. Sees guys get open before they do.
Count it. Wiggins has got 6 points.
Now, Wiggins is a good mid-range shooter. When he's in a rhythm, faced up like that, they'll take it.
Lillard passes to Simons, and it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Pass to Grant. Lillard outside. Floats one up. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. Five on the clock. The offensive rebound.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace. But they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Curry's shot is off. Portland's shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Pass to Lillard. Nurkic inside. Working on Green. Shot by Nurkic. No good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's buckets. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. His teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Back to Lillard. Outside Reddish. Lillard against Curry. Back to Reddish. A shot to stop the drive. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Lillard against Curry. A clear look for Green. On the mark with the 15-footer. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Draymond Green must be feeling good because no hesitation in that one there, letting it rip.
Lillard passes to Simons. Here's Reddish. Who poked away. Here's buckets. 43 points in the game. Wiggins from long range. Buries it from 3. Wiggins has got 9. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the wing, right side. Here's Buckets. He's covered by Simons. Shots good by Buckets. He has 45 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Wiggins. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Poole in for Curry. Pass to Iguodala. Outside Reddish. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the more and more Cam Reddish gets confidence in that kind of game where he's going to go inside and attack, that's a big help.
Thibault, he's checked in for Simons. Golden State is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. The drive by Poole. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Going right into the defender to get the whistle. Poole was determined.
And the Blazers making a change here. Watford's checked in. Here's Sharp. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Outside Thibault. Here's Little. Shot clock at 6. Back to Thibault. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. First free throw is good. He makes 1 or 2 that time. And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it can be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures in different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
He takes it in. Here's buckets. He has 45 points. Outside, DiVincenzo. And the Warriors miss again. Now the Blazers moving it up. Thibault against Poole. Here's Eubanks. Over Green. The shot by Eubanks, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Out to DiVincenzo. There's the three. Pass to buckets. 6 to shoot. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And he makes the first. That one misses. Portland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Little. No good. Oh, some solid defense from Poole. Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Iguodala's shot is good.
Well, he fights through some aggressive defense. Iguodala using those broad shoulders and not taking no for an answer.
Pass to Little. Here's Sharp. DiVincenzo covering. To the middle. With some arc. And that one's good. Sharp's got 4 points in the quarter.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Pass to Green. Here's buckets. The three, DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Watford gets the bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Poke loose. Outside Thibault. Pass to Watford. Back to Thibault. Here's Watford. Here's Sharp. Give him 8. Here's Little. No good on the triple.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Iguodala. Now here's Poole. Inside. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
DiVincenzo being a connector out there now.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Little. And here's Thibault. Here's Watford. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. Here's buckets. Non-stop scoring machine right here. The three ball. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Portland has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Watford. Iguodala defending. Here's Sharp. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by a mile with a third. Steve Kerr's players.
It's been fantastic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's buckets in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Now Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Shot blocked. it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And another inductee into the 2022 Hall of Fame, All-Star Tim Hardaway. Brent, you were a teammate of his for a little while. Any recollections?
BA, if I go back to Tim Hardaway, I don't think about my time in Miami, which was a cup of coffee for me. I go back to my college days, and I had the chance to go home to the Bay Area and be in Oakland in the summertime. And Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, and one Tim Hardaway, Hall of Famer, invited me into that gym to work out in the summer. So you talk about a genuine thrill to be on the summer floor with Run TMC. What a treat.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Looney on the double team. Pass to Mays. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Thibault. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And it's Winslow missing.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Looney. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Kevon Looney inside doing a little bit of damage now.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there is the whistle. That'll go on Kevon Looney. That'll be a second foul of the game. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Watford. It's Winslow on the wing. Goes up on the baseline. Buckets with a rebound.
I like Kevon Looney's approach that time. Gets physical, and he's given the shooter some problems.
Offensive rebound. Out to DiVincenzo. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Pass to Mays. And the NBA trying some new things. One of them is the Elam ending, playing to a target score. So far, it's used in the All-Star game. Maybe more?
Well, there's been talk, BA, about using it in the mid-season tournament, if that ever becomes a thing in the NBA, and I think we're on the road to seeing that come to fruition. I actually would love it outside of the mid-season tournament and do it for some regular season games, because that's another swath of games that become more entertaining and more interesting because you're introducing the target score ending.
The Trailblazers have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
The first time I ever saw Michael Jordan was in 1981 at the McDonald's All-American game in Wichita, Kansas. As soon as I saw him on the court, he was different. Every practice session was like Game 7. And he did that relentlessly every single session. Okay, he's dominating us. He's the best player in the gym by far.
Known by basketball capital of the world, Indiana is a fitting home for our contest tonight. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello and David Aldridge on the sideline. Mike, the crowd is buzzing as we get ready to see Team USA going head-to-head with a team of NBA stars.
You could understand the excitement in this building. And it's easy to see why some of the best collegiate athletes in the nation on Team USA. While the NBA star squad is just stacked up with their top-tier talent.
Now this game, Clark, only an exhibition contest. But the fans, my goodness, they seem pretty invested already.
And I can see why, Kevin. What a sight to behold. I mean, this might even be a once-in-a-lifetime assemblage of talent. That goes for both of these teams. I mean, you don't often get a chance to see this many big-name players on one court.
I am so glad you and I are here to see it. Out there for Team USA, we've got Steve Alford and Michael Jordan at the 1 and 2. Then Chris Mullin at the small forward. Wayman Tisdale at power forward. Down low, it's Sam Perkins. And out there for the NBA stars, Isaiah Thomas is running things at the point. With Jim Paxson and Mark Aguirre at the 2 and 3. And then it's teammates Larry Bird and Robert Parrish filling out the front court.
We know this game doesn't go on anybody's record, but you can tell these players aren't about to come out here and just make each other look good. I think that speaks to the quality of the players on these two squads. These are all true competitors.
Shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Quick start for the NBA stars in this one. 4-point game. Pass to Thomas.
Come to me.
Banked in off the glass. Mike, it only makes this game more interesting to watch as a fan. Clark, the fact that both teams are playing for keeps is so interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this contest is going to be full of a lot of up and down basketball. If you blink, you're going to miss it. I'm expecting a lot of high-intensity, high-effort play for both sides to be pushing themselves to be at their best.
Pass to Aguirre. The high post shot. And it's Tisdale with the rebound. Team USA trails by 4. And plenty of storylines to cover, but our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, as usual, is all over it. David.
Thanks very much. Now, everyone knows these are just exhibition games. But neither the Olympic team nor the NBA stars have any intention of taking it easy on one another. The tone seems to be surprisingly serious among these players. Guys, back to you.
Well, that's going to be interesting, David. Thank you. I don't know what to expect from tonight's game, Mike. It's going to be fascinating to watch.
To me, that comes as no surprise. No matter the consequences of your game, you always want to play your very best.
Against the best, correct? I mean, my goodness.
Come on, y'all. Why y'all pressing?
It's an exhibition.
WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Minnesota Lynx playing against the Las Vegas Aces. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. Well, Tim, over the last couple of drafts, we've seen first-round picks fail to make teams.
Well, the reality is there are just so many spots in this league, and getting onto a roster is incredibly competitive. And some teams, they can't afford to give a place to a future star.
Yeah, most teams need players who can help right now. So the idea of developing someone over a few years, it just doesn't happen a lot. And that can make things difficult on the rookies.
Now here's McBride. Back to Powers. From past the arc. Here's Dantas. Collier. Yes, and it's Damiris Dantas picking up the assist.
Inside, Collier can be so consistent. And her talents as a shooter make it look easy.
Pass to Plum. Now Wilson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's not just the 6'4" frame that allows Parker to get those in. It's her motor. It's her desire. It's her drive to win.
Now here's Allen. Powers guarded by Young. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Lynx able to keep the ball here. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. That's tipped and stolen by Gray. There's the three. And Powers pulls it down.
If you want to check out some incredible dimes, just look up Chelsea Gray's highlight reel. She has mastered the no-look pass.
Now here's Dantas. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, the determination to score from that distance comes from McBride's unwavering commitment to being the best.
Gray, no good. In a survey of WNBA general managers, Chelsea Gray was voted the assist maker with the most flair. They're not wrong.
One of the most exciting players in the league. Gray is the type of player you pay to come see. A crowd favorite, just a fantastic point guard.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Allen. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. The ace is trailing. And it's Candace Parker penetrating. Jackie Young from outside. Minnesota grabs the miss. To the middle. And the basket by McBride.
As consistent as they come in terms of scoring the basketball, McBride is able to put the ball in the bucket in a variety of ways, including down low.
Wilson, covered by Collier. Pass to Young. Plum. And another miss by Las Vegas. Here's Allen. Dantas in the post. Parker defending. Shots good by Dantas.
Always looking for holes in the defense. It's McBride's recognition that allows her to slice up any defensive scheme.
Timeout called the Aces.
Well, since an ownership change prior to the 2021 season, Las Vegas has set their sights on being the model franchise in the WNBA, making a major financial commitment.
Now here's Plum. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot to stop the run. And another miss by Las Vegas. The Lynx leading.
Yo, look out!
Kelsey Plum with the steal. The kick out to Parker. And the Aces get it back. Gray outside. Cans it from downtown. And the Aces are setting the standard in the WNBA, especially off the floor.
Yeah, there's just so much going on. I mean, whether it's the incredible new practice gym that rivals any basketball facility out there, or their big-time investment in the coaching position. You could also look at them expanding the front office, marketing and player development. I mean, the Aces are doing it the right way, and I would love to see other WNBA teams follow.
Now here's Young. And she converts the layup.
A 6-foot point guard. Jackie Young has tremendous size, and she uses it well.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Allen. Dantas with it. Now Allen. Candace Parker with the rebound.
She kind of short-armed that shot. Doing a nice job of getting open.
Oh, she got the Curry slide. Oh, wow.
Outside Plum. Gray outside. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Collier. That falls. Great assist by Kayla McBride.
With strong court vision and awareness, McBride is able to read defenses and find the open teammate.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Outside Powers. Pass to Collier. McBride. She's guarded by Plum. Wilson with it. Now guarded by McBride. The three ball. Doesn't get it to drop for her. The Lynx go the other way with it. Here's Collier. Asia Wilson grabs the board.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
And that's exactly what she gives you, Tim. Constantly making her presence felt around the rim.
And Plum gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for her.
Terrific defensive play. Cut her off, squared up. Nice play.
Yeah, not showing some toughness on defense. Getting physical, sticking her nose in there, and making a play.
Now here's McBride. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Banham. This one for 3. Tries to save it. And out of bounds, the Aces will take it. Here's Gray. Here's Shepard. Yes! Great play by Chelsea. Set it up.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
2 points. That one goes in.
The defense cannot forget about her like that. If you do, she will light you up.
Minnesota calls a timeout. And when you guys look back to draft classes in the 2010s, Is there one that sticks out to you?
Well, that 2013 group was unreal. Brittany Griner, Elena Deladon, and Skylar Diggins-Smith. Those are 3 top picks who have all been perennial All-Stars. And in my mind, they're all Hall of Famers as well.
And I really love the 2016 class for 2 reasons. Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, both MVPs.
When I think of crafty scores, I think of Tiffany Mitchell. She's so good at keeping defenders guessing.
And this is her first free throw of the game. That's also good, so she hits them both. The Aces with the lead. Right side Parker. Pass to Wilson. Plum. The offensive rebound. Back to Wilson. Kicks it out to Plum. Off the mark there with the 3.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Here's Carlton. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Well, you allow someone to get in the win like that. Really, that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
Well, talking about the dynasty days, the Minnesota Lynx, one of the keys to their great run in the 2010s, trading for Sylvia Fowles in 2015. You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
During her time with Minnesota, Sylvia Fowles won every award.
Yeah, MVP, Finals MVP, a couple Defensive Player of the Year trophies. What didn't she win? But of course, most importantly, it was multiple championships. That 2015 trade sending Fowles to Minnesota, it changed the history of the league.
Pass to Wilson. Double team on Asia Wilson. It's stolen by Tiffany Mitchell. Here's Banham. Great defending. Banham's shot is good.
That's what the fake's there for. Get your defender off her feet and drive right around.
To the right side. Double team on Asia Wilson. Outside Plum. Wilson right side. Outside Young. 6 on the shot clock. The Aces with another miss. Here's Mitchell. And she's good on the 3 ball.
And I'm sensing this game really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge, no doubt about it. And that lead's going to get more and more comfortable as they do.
I agree, Brian. Let's see how this one plays out.
And so the first quarter is... Second about to get underway. And what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
Good effort, very tight defense from them through the first quarter.
Really a big part of why they are up right now. You know, their defense has been on point.
Here's Gray. Outside Young. Clock at 6. To the inside. Stokes misses.
I like the D. They weren't about to swing the door open and let her cruise in for the layup. Good job.
Pass to Gray. Takes the assist and lays it in. Brings out the pass nicely.
Using a soft touch and a purposeful offensive approach, Gray's able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
And it's so nice, we got to see it twice. How about that mobile 1 drive?
Well, it's all about breaking the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Shots good by Dantas.
Well, Dantas has come a long way with her 3 ball, and she understands the importance of versatility in bigs.
Wilson outside. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, her offense will be there for them.
Pass to Allen. Mitchell outside. Down low. Here's Dantas. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Inside, Dantas makes good use of her size. That's what allows her to get to her shot.
Hey, move!
Parker inside, working on Dantas.
Hey, eyes up, Walker.
Outside Young. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, over the years, when you look at the three-point numbers for Young, they've been improving. This shows you how much work Jackie puts into her game.
Well, at the games in Tokyo, Jackie Young represented the United States in 3-on-3 basketball, which was the first 3-on-3 competition at the games.
Now here's Allen. Gray defending. Allen's shot is off. Las Vegas trailing. Wilson in the post, covered by Collier. Gray in the post. Pass to Parker. Over McBride. Again, Las Vegas. And Jackie Young taking home gold at the games, but she was a late addition to that U.S. roster.
Yeah, Jackie replacing Katie Lou Samuelson, who couldn't make it to Japan. Jackie Young making history, winning that first ever 3-on-3 gold with Kelsey Plum, Stephanie Dolson, and Alicia Gray.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second quarter. The fadeaway J off the mark.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
What more can you ask of a player at that end of the court? She contested the shot and corralled the board.
Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. Another three for Las Vegas.
Demonstrating how dangerous she can be from deep. Plum doesn't lack confidence in firing the three ball.
Mitchell outside. Allen. Dantas right side. That's her fourth basket of this game, and she's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
That one goes. Timeout. Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Incredibly, the Las Vegas franchise won 3 straight draft lotteries from 2017 to 2019. The Aces got the first overall pick. And you talk about luck.
The Lynx leading. McBride outside. Dantas. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
Parker, good. And the Aces made the most of those 3 #1 overall picks.
Well, you got Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, really good WNBA players in their own right. But the big jackpot for Vegas was future MVP Asia Wilson. The 2018 pick is a player that you can really build a team around. And Las Vegas has done exactly that.
Dantas outside. Pass to McBride. 6 to shoot. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They got to do more than that to stop Kayla McBride. She's so good at working her way through contact.
And stolen by Nafisa Collier. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Plum. Pass to McBride. Now Dantas. Parker defending. Now here's Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Over Shepard. And that one goes long.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Young shot's good.
With lightning quickness and a great handle, Young can drive at will. And you really can't double her because she's so good at passing the ball.
Right outside. Back to Powers. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
Well, it wasn't a textbook pick, but she still managed to score. And I'm a fan of that concentration on the finish.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Parker. Goes back up. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Another bucket for Parker. She can be the focal point of an offense. Just take a game over.
Outside Powers. McBride. She's guarded by Shepard. Dantas. Yes, once again.
Timeout.
And she remains a perfect 6 attempts. 6